Fuck it. We'll do it live. Don't do that.
That's gonna have to happen at some point.
Welcome back to Insightful Hypocrites.
Hold on, don't do it yet. I'm dying.
I'm leaving this.
Ugh, so bad. I think I just died a little. A little chunk of flesh came out there. Alright, let's do this.
Insightful Hypocrites.
Welcome back to Insightful Hypocrites.
Hey!
Episode 2.
Episode 2. We made it! We've made it to our second week.
It's a miracle. I figured we'd be canceled by now, like a
I have no
sitcom.
idea what we're talking about still. So
Clueless today.
Our plan after the first one was to have more of a plan. And we forgot to make the plan for week 2 still.
We did a little bit of planning.
We tried.
You said, come over, let's plan out the podcast, and then we watched a documentary about water.
We hung out for like 5 hours, 6 hours. We just didn't really plan anything. We got 1 point down, things we want to talk about. And it was it was about last week's podcast, how we couldn't upload it right.
Oh my god. Yeah, I want to talk about Spotify. How much? I
think we should talk about point 1 on our 1 point list.
Mm-hmm.
About what
we're getting right into the business.
Right
Spotify messed everything up last week. We're perfect on every other platform, and then you go to Spotify and it's 93 minutes instead of 63 minutes, and there's just random duplicated audio throughout the whole thing.
What's weird, so if you pull up the video, it says 1 hour and 4 minutes long, or 1 hour and 3 minutes long in the description, and right before you press play, it says 63 minutes, but as soon as you press play, it goes to 94.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. It's just weird.
I don't get it either.
They won't help us. They won't answer emails.
No.
They're answering emails, kind of, I guess. But
well, I've been talking to a help team on Twitter back and forth. They redirected me to an email to email. I emailed them. No email back. So then I talked to the Twitter team on Instagram, or Twitter team on Twitter again. And it's just a mess. It's a mess. They just redirect you. Customer service there is
bring your
the
brooms,
worst.
It's a mess.
Clean up on aisle Spotify.
What is that? What's that movie with Zach Galifianakis?
The Hangover?
No, the one where he runs for governor or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Like, bring
The
your brooms,
election?
because it's a
With
mess.
Will Ferrell?
Yeah, is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah.
Campaign?
So he punches
or
a baby.
the election out.
Shout out to Nate.
Yeah.
Our friend here, hanging out.
Our buddy Nate's here. I wish we had a third mic right now. I gotta get the system up. I gotta update the system.
We're obviously still working on it. See, the best part about this, I like that you just cut it together. It's like we can just talk.
Yeah.
And just figure out how to fucking go from here.
If it's like completely dead air.
How's that sound in there? What's it sound
You
like?
burp in my ear one more time.
I don't even have a mic, or not a mic, a pair of headphones.
Yeah, you're slacking.
We're really behind the ball here. I'm behind the ball. I had one job.
Actually.
Well, no. I don't know where to get an adapter. Probably Amazon. You can get one, right?
Oh yeah, they got adapters all over.
You can literally buy anything on Amazon.
Because I bought the cable that I could get to. It's all gonna change when I get the new mix amp board.
The new mix amp board?
Or the interface mixer with the.
That was what do you mean?
Where I plug the.
Is that one of those things with all the knobs and the switches? And you're like,
yeah,
whoop, whoop.
like this, but way bigger and can hold
God,
more.
I sound like an idiot when I talk about technology. Is that the thing with the knobs and the switches?
The knobbies that do things. I'm pretty sure you could change your voice and stuff on the board that I'm buying too.
Guess what I did today?
Huh.
It's completely unconnected. Completely changed topics. Clearly wasn't listening very well. I mean, I was. Not being an asshole. I ran again. That's 2 times. In 3 days.
I'm allergic to that.
Dude, I'm trying to get in shape. It's hard. I'm fat. Didn't you join the gym? Weren't you going hard for a little bit?
I did, yeah, for a while. Yeah.
And then you broke it one day, and then it stopped, didn't it?
No, it slowly hindered out. I was going less and less, and then nothing at all.
Nothing at all. See,
I do boxing though, a little bit.
Until 2 days ago, I was on that. Like, it was a really strict workout routine, once every 6 years. And 2 days ago was my second workout.
Did you say once every 6 years?
Yep, once every 6 years. And I'm jogging in my
Shins get to
basement. I don't
hurting?
think you're supposed to jog. It's too confined like that. Like, I don't think it's healthy on my body. Can you see my basement? It's got that low ceiling.
Oh yeah.
So I'm on a treadmill
I
down
was
there.
about to say no. Running's like the best thing you can ever do.
Yeah, but I have to have it on the lowest incline, and then I like consciously try to like run without bouncing too much, so I don't hit my fucking head on the rafter. I don't know. I just feel like it's definitely thrown off my running form, which is like gonna give me. It sounds. You know what it really sounds like to me? I'm making an excuse not to work out. like, dude, my basement's so not conducive to having a workout. It's not healthy for me. It's gonna make my hip bad. That's why I don't work out.
I'm gonna throw a hip out.
That's why I don't work out.
Speaking of throwing a hip out, I did the shower ballerina spin from the.
You did? You did the piss spin?
Broke my hip. That's why I'm in this chair.
That was just because you were lazy. You got a wheeled chair, and you're like, this is my life now. I don't even have to get up.
Trailer Park Boys, or Ray's always talking about being in the chair.
I don't know. I haven't seen them all. You've seen them all. They're hilarious, but I've never seen them all.
He acts like he's disabled to get the check.
Oh, he's beating this. He's
but
cheating
then
the
he'll be
system.
like, Rick, I'm in a chair. Everybody knows he's not disabled.
It's such a funny show. And I had to. What do you think it cost him to make the entire Trailer Boys? All right. Well, let me just repeat everything I said because I sound like it. How much do you think it cost to make Trailer Park Boys? Was what I was trying to say there. Stuttering Stanley.
In the early seasons, very cheap, but now it's probably
because they got more.
It's probably
and blue
quite the production now. I remember the season before last had like Snoop Dogg and Doug Benson in it.
Yeah.
So like
But I'm saying in the beginning, it seems like something you could just do with a camcorder and a couple friends.
That's what the beginning looked
right?
like.
That's what I'm saying.
Looked like I shot the thing on my iPhone 4.
We should do it. We should make a Cornfield Boys.
I think we missed
the Cornfield
I
Cots.
think we missed the hop on the
Cots
Trailer
are
Park Boys because we had a golden opportunity a few years ago.
Right. Sunnyvale.
So yeah, that place.
That was the
great.
Galesburg Vale.
45, Freedom 45.
The Dirty Burg. The Dirty Burg.
We had Phil Collins out there and everything.
What do you mean, Phil Collins?
You don't watch Trailer Park Boys. Get out of here.
All right. Well,
Nate, you want to be my new
podcast is gonna
co-host?
be Tulsa. Get in here. Get in here. You can twin the mic. Like we can do a duet. You're not very good. Fuck you, Nate. Go walk home. It's snowing outside. Nate's gonna start his long walk back to Little York.
We could talk about that. It's snowing again. Is winter ever gonna end?
It's supposed to be nice tomorrow though. I think 40.
I don't
Not
believe
nice,
you.
like 40s. And then
Nice.
then high 40s and raining on Sunday, so that'll be nice and swampy and gross, and then back to cold, I think. So
Man,
fuck this whole winter, bro.
dude,
It's been, dude. We are stuck in like the day after tomorrow.
it's
Not the day after
bad.
tomorrow, but it's been cold for longer than it's ever cold in Illinois.
It feels like an apocalypse. I'm starting to think that spring is never coming.
Well, where's the gopher?
What, Pluxatani?
You know, the only thing that determines spring is some gopher.
That's not
groundhog. His name's Plexitani.
I think it's Pluxatani Phil. Is that right?
It's like Puxatawny, yeah.
Puxatani?
Oh,
I
what?
think that's like the place you're from.
Oh, is it the town Plexitani?
But that's the name of the thing. I think. Like, is it a gopher? What is it?
Where does Groundhog Day come from?
Groundhog.
They just pull them out of like a box.
Is it
Where
a
did that come
gopher?
from, though? Is it like a real thing? Like, is that something we just made up as like a fake one? Or like at one point, was there really pilgrims
I think it's
who
a
like
sham.
totally based their winter on like the first groundhog they saw?
Sacred.
Like, holy shit! Ran back to the cottage. You know, they got Susie. She's making stew over a fireplace. She's like, I saw a groundhog today. He puts
You know
his
what that
musket down.
means?
He's like, spring's coming. Spring's coming. You know.
Which means WrestleMania season.
That's what. Even back then, they had tied up ropes. Made a. I don't know what the hell you'd make a rope out of back in the day on the prairie.
Like Vine.
That was the third chapter. Little House on
You
the
said
Prairie.
on
That was the
the
wrestling part.
prairie that you'd find a vine in a jungle, though. so-
Little House on the Prairie. You ever read that shit?
Never read
That's
it.
what it's about. Is
My
wrestling.
mom watched it.
I don't know what it is about either. I know it's about Little House on the Prairie. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Name's in the title.
Did you see the video of the Taco Bell employees beating the
killed
shit
the
out of the
radio
customers?
star. Wait, what?
These Taco Bell employees beat the shit out of some customers that were complaining. Like the whole gang of Taco
actually
Bell
beat the
employees.
shit out of him?
It's on a video on the news.
I bet that guy had it coming. What do you think you have to say to your Taco Bell worker to get the shit beat out of you?
Like 5 of them, literally, and it goes to the outside, and they're like beating them up outside.
Wait, so he said it through the drive-thru?
No, they
'Cause that would make
started inside, spilled outside, turned into like a brawl. Just Taco
Think how
Bell
many
employees
shitty
versus
people
this
you've
guy.
seen, though. Think how many shitty people you've seen at like
Right.
drive-thrus.
I mean, I used to work
Who
at a
just
gas
say the
station.
worst
There's
shit.
Awful people.
What do you have to say to have the whole team jump you? You know what I mean? Like, there's always dicks at every one of those places.
Man, that's why you don't go to Taco Bell.
What do we say?
I probably
Nate?
shouldn't say stuff
Nate,
like that.
Taco Bell hires the kind of people who would put their balls on your food. That's so funny.
You're 17.
You're 17 with a high school diploma and smoke weed. Like, you want to make some tacos for other people who are high?
Oh god.
If you were to Taco Bell, it's not I'm joking.
On the Taco Bell topic, though, did you see the guy that survived in his car in a snowstorm?
At Taco Bell?
With 5 taco sauce packets is all he had to eat for 5 days. Him and his dog survived.
What?
I swear.
I feel like the taco sauce packets shouldn't be significant to that story at that point. Like,
5 days without eating, and he just ate tacos.
yeah, but it's
packets.
not like the taco sauce. Like, the way that story, the headline read by some Taco Bell media
They
team.
made it look like taco sauce saved the
It's
man's
like, right,
life.
the guy would have survived or not survived either way without the taco sauce.
He was explaining it, though, and he was like, there was little chunks of, like, jalapeno or something in it, so it was almost like I was eating something.
There's enough crumbs on the floor in my car for, like, to make at least a piece of bread. I'm just saying, at least. Yeah, I don't know, man. What are you doing? He had to cuddle, do the naked hug with his dog for warmth.
Yeah, cuddle with his dog, and he'd turn his car on frequently, or, like, not frequently, like, occasionally, just to warm up.
Where was this
or
guy
whatever.
at?
I don't remember where it was, but it's a true story.
What kind of dog?
I don't know.
I feel like that makes a difference.
I just see a headline.
Because
kinda
I
look
feel
at
like
it,
he
and then
doesn't
I move on.
survive if he has one of those little, like, pocket dogs. Those wrist dogs people have, you know, those ones, those teacup whatevers, fill in the blank. It's a teacup poodle. Look at my teacup poodle. It's like that thing can get eaten by a hawk. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a real dog. That's a glorified, you know what I mean? They're cute. But look, you can, like, if you roll over on that thing, it's dead. However, if he has a St. Bernard in his back seat, that thing's like a space heater, bro.
Yeah.
You're good. You know, he just laid under his Bernard.
Also, a Saint
Under
Bernard
his
though,
Bernard.
is that gonna last
Andy
5 days
Bernard.
without eating?
If I ever got a St. Bernard, his name would be Andy.
Andy Bernard.
What were you saying? 5 days without eating?
No, could a Saint Bernard survive 5 days without eating?
I think everything can survive 5 days without eating.
What?
5 days is not that long to not
My
eat,
dog
bro.
wouldn't survive 5 days.
You can
without-
survive
he loses
2
his
weeks.
mind.
2 weeks plus without food, man. Like 2 to 3 weeks without food.
I'm not gonna try.
You can survive
that.
2-3 days without water. 2 days.
Well, what'd he do? He didn't have water either.
Well, if he was snowed in, then he got snow.
I wonder if he did that.
Maybe he had Gatorade.
But if he could get out of his car to get
Where's this
snow,
story at? Where do you?
he
I'm,
could,
I'm-
look,
no
it's
details.
all over. Look it up.
Guy survives on Taco Bell sauce. That's what I'm looking up.
Our packets will cure you.
Go for it. Look it up.
So I just got a new job. No, nothing really else to say
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, who the fuck cares?
So that's cool. Tap me on the back there.
No, is it bartending?
No, it's hand stuff.
Hand stuff.
The job is hand jobs. I don't want to talk about it on air, Tulsa. No, I'm fucking with you. It's at a bar, yeah.
Oh,
Giving hand jobs.
Okay. That's all you had to say. Jesus.
It's good money, man.
I
Bob
figure.
Kraft. Bob Kraft, he's supposed to be one of my new customers on the reg. You didn't even get that reference because you didn't even watch football.
No.
You know who Robert Kraft is?
No.
You don't know who Robert Kraft is? Like, everyone should know who Robert Kraft is, right? Objectively. Not everyone, but, like, most people. Tulsa. He owns the Patriots.
Who are the Patriots?
As in... Okay, yeah, don't even play dumb with me.
No, I don't know. Who.
You didn't see the story about Robert Kraft?
No.
He just got caught going into a rub and tug.
I was about to say, yeah, something about a prostitute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did
Yeah,
see
rub
that,
and
actually.
tug. It's so funny to me. You see, like, the headlines. The whole thing, I don't know, it is objectively kind of funny. Or subjectively kind of funny. Robert, imagine this old guy, though. Old guy going in and getting rub and tugs. He went twice in one 24-hour period when he got caught when he was on camera. two rub and tugs in one day. But he's like 79 and his wife died of cancer.
Oh, I didn't see. You don't see these backstories.
Right?
In the
It's like,
headline.
it's a lonely old man.
You could have titled it "Old Man."
Plus, he's won 6 Super Bowls as an owner. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Let the man get jerked off.
Okay, if you
Let the man get a handy.
If you own
no
the
one's pro
Patriots,
sex trade, but that man, he's just a lonely old
if
guy.
you own the Patriots, why do you have to pay?
That's my thing. Why are you going to a public rub and tug place if you own the Patriots?
Yeah, and if you're in the public eye, should
You
just
couldn't just
know
hire
that's
someone to come give you rubbing tugs?
You can't walk in there and like without thinking in your head like someone's gonna see.
Why
that
not do
I'm
the
here.
Trump? Just bring in like a Ukrainian, like whatever Melania is. Like, you think Melania fell in love with
Russian?
Donald? Like, that's what that agreement was?
Oh, absolutely
No.
not. Isn't that like his third mail order bride?
Yeah. So I'm saying Bob Kraft could afford that. Why is he going down to the rub and tug shop?
Can you imagine how many abortions Donald Trump's had to pay for?
Pure speculation, but I'd imagine a lot.
Allegedly.
Based on absolutely no evidence, I bet Donald Trump's paid for a few abortions. I don't even know what's the whole thing with Stormy Daniels. Just that he fucked Stormy Daniels? Is that the deal? He just had sex with a porn star?
And paid her to keep quiet for
But that's
a long
what
time.
it is, right?
Yeah.
They paid, well, what's his face? Cohen, right? Paid her off.
Well, yeah.
And that's why he was all... Did you watch his congressional hearing?
Is that the guy that just got convicted, like today or yesterday, or was it?
No, it was like a week ago.
Oh.
I don't remember. A couple days ago. I watched some of it. I couldn't watch the whole thing.
I didn't
Should've
watch
watched
any
the
of
thing.
it, but read a little bit.
I don't know. It's interesting to me because, like, obviously I see where people are like, oh, he's just trying to save his skin. You know what I mean? But, like, isn't that what, like, the foundation of, like, every criminal case in the United States is built off of, is people snitching on people? So it's like, of course, if he's going down, he's going to snitch on Donald Trump, right? It's like, not to say that's good. Like, fuck snitches, Snitches get stitches. But I'm just saying, like, right, every murder case or every gang case, people snitch. It's like, so of course he's going to snitch on his way out. It doesn't, obviously he's a liar, so you got to figure out what you can trust.
Especially that square-ass white dude.
But who would know more about Donald Trump's shit than his personal lawyer at that point? I mean, obviously he's had a shit ton of lawyers, but...
Yeah.
And you got to take some of it at face value, because obviously he's a lying, snaky son of a bitch. Like, just look at him.
I hate
Look at him.
politics. I hate politics.
I know, but you got to care a little bit. 'Cause
They're
it's
so...
It's like, even if you don't want to...
No, I
it
mean,
just
like,
keeps getting,
I do definitely read
thrust
into
your
it
face
because
like a...
I have a very strong opinion of our president.
He likes...
No.
No, yeah.
So, like, I
not.
try to stay educated on it just because,
It's
people are
hard to-
going to come at you. But then it goes back to what we said last week is, like, as soon as you mention something bad about Trump, the person that likes Trump is not going to hear anything you have to
No.
say. They're just going to spew out everything that's right about
But
it.
also on the flip side, anyone on opposing Trump, there is a real thing, not to defend Trump as a person.
Hey, we have to go
or
both
his
ways
character,
here. We
but
can't
this is what
just...
we've talked about. You have to listen to both things.
Yeah.
There's a real thing where he has been attacked for some things that it's like the same way Obama got attacked for some things by the Republicans that it's like, why are you caring about this? You know what I mean? It's like they look for reasons to attack him sometimes. And I think it's hard for anyone, because I don't like the man. I don't think he should be our president. I don't think he's qualified to be our president. I think he's objectively not a very honest or good person, right?
100% not honest, ever.
But
or hardly ever. I can't say
I
ever,
do
but...
think that he can't get credit from the Democrats and the left on anything he's done as good. It's like, I think, like, objectively, it's not bad that he's easing tensions with North Korea, right? Like, can we agree? Like, if the less North Korea hates us, that's probably good,
The less people that hate America is the best.
right?
That's why we got, with him being president, we got
And
good
it,
ties
like-
with Russia as well.
Yeah, I don't like that he has personal things to gain from Russia. That's why Russia's weird.
Uh-huh.
But I also think there's this weird thing too, that a lot of the things that we're looking at for him are, I'm not saying they're good or defensible. It's like, that sounds like I'm defending Trump, and I don't want to defend Trump.
We gotta go both sides.
But so
here.
much of the things that he's getting attacked for are just like your standard, what all politicians are doing. Like, he has a shit ton of businesses in other countries that obviously he's finding ways to, you know what I mean? And that's totally wrong. And they should have looked into that more closely. And it's why he should have released his tax returns.
Mhm.
Doesn't make sense that he didn't. You know what I mean?
It's
When
more
especially when he's going to call Obama out on his birth certificate forever,
Yeah.
and continue to call Obama out
Seems hypocritical.
Continue to fuel that.
What we're
bullshit.
moving on to is we would like to invite Donald Trump to the podcast.
Oh, wouldn't that be
because
great?
Insightful Hypocrites.
Wouldn't that be great?
No.
But I think, like, Clinton, the reason people hated Clinton for a reason, man. And she has
I wasn't a
just as
fan
many-
of her either.
She has so many foreign business ventures. They were awful candidates. They were
Yeah,
both
it was an awful election.
But I think the problem, the Democrats, first of all, they fucked our Bernie, Bernie's
See?
not going to win this election, though.
See, I don't even know if I'm behind Bernie.
I was so behind Bernie last election though.
The more I've read into stuff, I'm just like, man, I don't know if this is the guy either. I thought he was last election.
Last election he was way better.
But
than,
now I've looked more into
Hillary.
things. I'm like, I don't know.
You know, I was actually.
Coming up to this next one, even though it's still a little bit away.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
You know the problem was, Bernie should have done last election. Bernie last election should have not run as a Democrat. He should have run as an independent and validated a third party in a two-party system. Because the problem, like even the forefathers talked about how you can't have a two-party system. It doesn't work because it just creates one side is angry at the other side all the fucking time. You know what I mean? It becomes defending of ideologies.
Mostly about ridiculous, just
and
topics.
Coming across the aisle becomes a rarity. It becomes more about like I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican or I'm a Republican. You know what I mean? It's like you rarely, and you see like even as the issues change and like you look at the Republicans, so much of the shit that they're for now they were against 8 years ago, and it goes vice versa. Same for the Democrats. You know what I mean? But like people will flow and follow their side without really, you know what I mean? Just because it's their side, and it's always been like you saw last election how they talk about how you had to vote. It's like if you don't vote for Hillary, it's like you were doing something bad almost, because like you had to pick the lesser of two evils, which I agree with. You kind of did have a responsibility in the last election to pick between the lesser of two evils. But at the same time, it's like because they looked at it where it was like your only vote was for Hillary if you didn't support Trump, then that really is kind of like a slap in democracy's face, because then it like gets rid of like it devalues or like says that it makes it so it invalidates your voting for anyone else except for those two. You know what I mean? Because like if you do, then you're really, if you voted for an independent, you were really supporting Trump, because you know what I mean. Like we needed the votes to beat him. You know what I mean? It was like and if you're a Republican and you didn't support. You couldn't win. Didn't support Trump.
You could not win.
It didn't matter
election.
Because if you didn't vote for Trump, then guess what? Then you were gonna let this terrible Democrat Hillary vote. It's because no one who's been popular has been a third-party candidate, popular enough to bring enough votes. Like Bernie could have been that, because he runs as an independent in Vermont, I'm pretty sure. He's not a Democrat in Vermont. He's an independent candidate in Vermont. He's an independent governor.
Huh.
He's he's talked about how you can't have a two-party system. But think about, like, I liked Gary Johnson. I think a lot of the reason we all liked Gary Johnson. But that part of the reason is because he was goofy as hell and talked about weed. And
he was, you could tell his demographic was more towards the younger crowd.
I almost felt like if I was going to vote for Gary Johnson, it was like I was helping Trump win. You know, it's like that's like how the talk was, and that's not how, you know what I mean. It's like we need
definitely
someone,
not how it should be.
We need a third party is what it is. We need somebody else. We need it to not be red or blue. You need to just be like, vote on the issues. Your dogs are going nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Want me to go get the Benadryl? It's a joke. We obviously just give them alcohol. Fucking civilized dog owners, God. It's like even when you're trying to be nice, like, dude, I'm just trying to pet you, and then it's weird because it lets you pet you, or it lets you pet you. Let you pet him.
Let you
right?
pet you.
And then he forgets in like 2 seconds that you just were nice, even though you're still petting him. And then, dude, also your cat has the biggest fangs, man. You need to get those things filed down.
He's a killer.
Dude, he's like half saber-toothed tiger. I'm not even kidding. Wait till he opens his mouth.
Is that a thing?
I'm not. He has way bigger teeth than a normal cat.
I don't notice because he's my cat.
Kitty cat.
Kitty cat.
Open your mouth.
That's not how cats work.
I gotta go make him go. Can I throw something at him? I'm not gonna throw something at him. Maybe I'm gonna throw something at him. I won't throw something at him. I love cats. Actually, I don't really like cats that much. If I'm being honest, like I like kittens, they're cute, and cats, I don't dislike cats. But cats are fucks, man.
I don't like
and
cats
they're evil
either, and I think that's why I didn't like Batman.
Cats are evil. He's not a cat, he's a bat. It's in the name.
He's a man dressed as a
Batman.
cat.
It's not Catman.
He has cat ears.
Catman! Meow meow. That would be his thing. You know what I mean? Like that's not his thing.
Have you seen the chicks that wear the
He's not in a cave full of cats.
That goes on their head that has the cat ears? Literally what he's wearing.
That's Catwoman.
It's just in black.
No, that's why they work together. Because both animals are mammals.
You gotta have radar.
Both animals are mammals. I got nothing else.
This is awful.
He's gotta have radar somehow.
This is awful.
He's got bat radar.
Weird, you know?
Yeah, okay. He's not a cat
Otherwise,
man.
he's like an alien with antennas.
You're awful, bro. What are you contributing here except for false claims to Batman? Calling him Catman.
What am I
You
contributing?
owe not only me, but all the listeners who aren't listening who like Batman. You owe them an apology. You owe Christopher Nolan an apology. Christian Bale an apology. You don't owe Ben Affleck an apology because fuck that guy as Batman. He's a great actor and everything else, but you're not a good Batman. You owe us all an apology. This is your opportunity.
To all the Batman fans, Christian Bale, and the rest that I'm not going to name,
Nah. Eat a dick. No.
sodomy.
Wow. Went with the sodomy.
We're getting sued.
By who?
I don't know.
A gerbil.
Someone.
Do you like sushi?
Absolutely not.
No?
No, not one bit.
It's funny, because I don't know why I was just looking at you and I was like, I bet he doesn't like sushi. Isn't that weird? But it was like that thought just popped into my head. I was like, I bet Tulsa fucking hates sushi.
100%.
Yeah, you don't look like a guy who likes sushi.
I don't eat sushi. I don't eat
I don't know what a
Chinese
guy
food.
who likes sushi looks like, but you look like a guy who doesn't like sushi. I love sushi.
You look like a guy that loves sushi.
I love sushi.
I remember one time, I think it was me, you, and Josh all went to the mall, and as soon as we walked in, there was a sushi place, and then you just sat down and started eating. Like, our whole goal was just to go, like, shopping or something. I don't know what we were doing. And then we went and finished up and went everywhere we needed to and come back, and you were finishing eating, and then we left. You never even went shopping with us. You just stopped and ate sushi.
Priorities. Priorities, Tulsa. Plus, like, I don't need to spend money on stuff I don't need. Sushi,
Yeah.
I need. All right?
Okay, well,
More clothes, I don't really need right now. But I got a funny story.
if you're
I don't know
buying
if I wanna say
clothes,
it.
you're buying them from
I
goodnotestore.com. That is our,
shit my
our ad read
pants
this
at the
week,
mall once.
goodnotestore.com.
And that's the real story. And I wasn't even a little kid.
You want to talk about shit in your pants?
Right after you plug the store.
I just did really fast because you keep cutting me off.
So much hate. I don't think Tulsa likes me anymore.
Yeah, this
This
podcast.
is the end of the podcast. The last podcast of all
After the
time.
first one, I just
pissed
don't
him
like
off.
this guy anymore.
It's just gonna be him and Jergens.
Noting.
I just never noticed all the gnomes.
You looking at the
I
gnomes?
noticed the butt gnome, but I never noticed the Tommy gun gnome
Did you
with his
notice all
mouth
the other
open.
ones?
Or the Bitcoin one.
Okay, since this isn't visual yet, I have how many is that? Eight. 8 gnomes. It started as a gag gift from my buddy, and then it turned into he buys them for me every year for Christmas now. So I've got
Because
that
he knows you
collection.
want them. But
I don't even know 'em.
Joke for the day, huh?
I don't even know him.
Oh shit! He went there.
Pun game strong.
He went there. Yeah, that was punny, man. That was punny for sure.
Pure fried.
Do you think I should feel like less of a man
Yes.
if I go in
Oh,
to the gas station and only come out with 3 twisted teas?
No.
Good.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing really.
I don't really.
We cut that whole part out, but I went in and I bought 3 twisted teas and 2 cookie sandwiches. I felt like it wasn't a proper purchase.
But
You ever
no.
drink whiskey? You don't like whiskey, do you?
I used to drink a lot of Captain Morgan.
It's not whiskey.
It's rum.
It's like if I said you ever drink pop and you're like, I love Gatorade.
It's in the same genre for me. It gets you real fucked
As
up.
in liquor. It's in a liquor genre.
Yeah.
I feel that. But no, I
I used to
don't.
drink a lot of Captain Morgan.
I've been drinking rum in a long time.
I haven't
Drunk.
And I haven't drank in like a month or
Really?
a month or so. The last time that I got really hammered and got sick, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this for a while.
I'm drinking as we speak. Just a twisted
I
tea.
became a wine connoisseur.
Wine connoisseur.
Got my collection by the gnomes.
Well, what do you know about wine? You got your reds, you got your whites. Some of them's they're sweet,
The reds are real bitter.
some's a dry. Yeah, see, I like whiskey.
You just
I
look
like-
at my wine collection. Yeah, I like whiskey.
I like wine too. I just never really drank wine till like
Load me up. I'm drinking out of the bottle.
I would say like 2 years ago. 2 years ago at Christmas, I drank a bunch of wine.
I'm all connected
And
with
I was like-
headphones. It was so hard to grab that.
All bouncing act.
This stuff's great.
It was like 2 years ago at Christmas, was like the first time I really drank much wine. I used to hate the shit. It's just like bad juice. Like when we get drunk, why do I want to drink something that tastes... First, I think it was dry wine. My mom likes dry wine, so I drank wine when I was younger.
Is that like, in like what the name says it is? Like you drink it and it
No,
makes
it's
your
got
mouth
that-
dry?
It's got that feel in your mouth that just like, you feel like someone took a shit in there. You know? Like, no, it's not you. It's just, I don't know, it's like, it's not a good feeling. It's like your mouth feels, they call it dry, but I don't know if dry's, it's dry. Your mouth feels dry if you drink it. It's weird.
Good explanation.
I'm good with words. You know me. I'm book learnt. I talk good. Big man drinking the wine from the bottle.
Man, that's good.
Party up.
That's good
See, that
stuff.
shit's way better chilled though. I feel like white wine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that I do like.
It's
I do
so
like a
cold
chilled
down
white
here
wine.
that it's like always 60 degrees.
And then like a nice like, not dry, not too sweet red wine with a steak.
I know you're always down for a drink.
Yeah, I'll try your wine.
You want a drinky poo too, Nate? Yeah. We're all taking pulls off a wine bottle for people that can't see us.
Oh, that's pretty tasty though, really.
Isn't that
It tastes
delicious?
carbonated. Is it carbonated?
Yeah, I think so.
Just juice. I could chug that whole bottle for sure. Yeah, that's tasty.
That's what I'm saying. Delicious.
That really just tastes like juice for sure. Yeah, see, I feel like that's got to be in the family of like not real wines.
I don't know. It's definitely probably a softer wine. I'm in the soft game.
Soft gang, soft, soft side boys. Sounds like South Side boys. Soft side boys. What up?
Yo, what's your gang called? Fucking Moscato crew.
Soft boys. Moscato crew.
We the Moscato crew.
Moscato man.
You step on the Moscato block. I'm such
I like
a loser.
wine. I like wine. I feel like the times I drink wine though is because there's not other things to drink.
I tell you, it gets you drunk pretty quick.
Yeah, it's a weird drunk too. You feel all floaty and giggly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It feels weird. You feel like my limbs. I feel tingly on wine, and it gets you super dehydrated.
We got some in the upstairs in the fridge. Even better than this kind. It's delicious.
Well, thanks for that.
I'm getting
It really
torched.
helps me out right here, doesn't it?
No, I'm drinking later. When you guys leave, it's all mine. I leave the house balls naked.
Balls naked. My dad today, he came home. Nate was over. I was like, "Yo, Dad." Like I told you guys, living in my parents' basement. What up? But my dad came home and I was like, "Yo, come down here and talk to me and Nate for a sec." And he was like, "All right." He's like, "I'll give you guys a choice though." He's like, "Do you want shirt or pants?" He's like, "I'm only putting one on." It's like, well, if you put a shirt on or you put an underwear on, he's like, "No." And I was like, "Well, then put the pants on." Miraculously, he came down with both. And Nate goes, "What's the occasion?" My dad follows like the strict rule of like, this is my fucking house and I'll wear pants when I feel like wearing pants, which is never. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I feel that. Yeah.
I feel like I'll be that way when I'm old too. It's just like, man, one time I came out.
You'll 100% be like that.
He's going to hate me for telling the story. I'm going to tell it anyway. I came out. It started like a miniature fight because I got pissed at him. But so I come up. It's the middle of the fucking day. And no one's home but me and my dad. He's in the kitchen, butt-ass naked, making a sandwich on the counter. And so I walked in to get some in the kitchen. I'm like, "What the fuck, Dad?" He
That's
turns
classic
around,
dad stuff.
dick out, making a sandwich. He's like, "Hey, making something to eat." Why the fuck are you naked? Like, like, it made me upset. And he's like, "It's my house. Like, I bought the food." He's like, "I can be naked and make a sandwich if I want to." He's like, "When you buy the food and it's in your kitchen, you can get pissed off. You can make the rules." I'm like, "What the fuck?" He made me feel bad for feeling upset that I just see his dick when I went to go make food. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Now I'm not hungry.
You never want to see your dad's penis.
No.
Ever. And now this is weird.
You gotta balance it out if you see one. You gotta show me.
Oh, yeah. I have to show my dad my dick now to balance the scales.
I've seen that on a TV show somewhere.
I'll let you guys know how that goes in episode 3.
Workaholic? Oh, yeah.
Montez.
He's like,
Oh, it is on Workaholics.
you gotta go show him your dick now.
Yeah, it's hilarious. You gotta show him.
So what a weird fucking podcast so far.
Lager room talk, bro. Yeah, it's a weird podcast.
What are we talking about? Let's get
We're
a
talking
definitive
about-
topic here.
We're talking about dicks.
Well, that's what we were talking about. Let's get a definitive topic.
Would you have sex with a sex doll?
Yeah. No. Yeah. It depends.
I don't know. It's weird. Sex dolls are fucking weird, bro.
I said yeah really fast, so I feel like that's my answer.
Yeah, if you went that quick on it, there's no question that you'd answer when there's a hot sex doll here. God, this went south quick.
It's been south the whole time. I don't think we've talked about anything good.
Episodes 2 is gonna have a different rating for sure.
We have to get some substance in here at some point.
I know, we gotta get on some. We gotta get a good topic. Good solid topic.
Butt plugs?
You know what's so funny about that?
Butt
the
plugs?
Palmer Squares have
Everything. Like, think
no.
about something that... it's called a butt plug.
It's funny you say that because the Palmer Squares, their podcast, many times they've talked about butt plugs.
Really?
Yeah.
I still never listened to their podcast.
To the point now where they have people sending them like customized butt plugs.
Really?
Yeah.
Trying to get there.
Good for them, I guess.
They came up with I can't remember if they came up with it or if they already found it online.
I need to listen to
but
their podcast.
Fidget spinner butt plug.
Fidget spinner butt plug? Wow. Yeah, I need to put theirs on my
Yeah,
list
shout
of
out.
podcasts.
Their podcast is TPS Reports.
TPS
I watch it, or
reports.
I listen to
I'm
it
gonna
every week.
Check it out.
And their
a couple
music.
guys shows.
The music, Palmer Squares.
If you happen to
incredible.
hear this, Palmer Squares, checked out you guys' shows. Mentioned a couple times. Good shows.
They're at South by
Good
Southwest
music.
this week, along with our homie Vanna Black Soul. Oh yeah, you should get face tats. Be a little speedboat.
That's what up. What?
I'll do ad libs for your songs. I'll be like,
A face tattoo?
I gotta make a little speedboat because your name's gonna be a little speedboat. So
Where did this come from?
I'm creating your persona. You're gonna be a rapper now.
No,
get
man.
face tats. Okay, shave your eyebrows and
Why
get
am I a
on
little
one.
speedboat?
It's great. On one eyebrow, get Lil. On the other eyebrow, get speedboat.
That's it? That's your whole plan?
No, you need more face tats than that.
Why a little speedboat?
You gotta get the boat too, man.
Yeah, you gotta get a boat somewhere. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
I'm still confused on why I'm a little speedboat.
It's a rap name, generated in my brain. You're not talking into the microphone.
Lil Peckerwood.
On the ones and twos.
What up, my hood? What's good? This is your boy Lil Peckerwood. Tulsa T. Elvis Town.
Oh, back to the Elvis thing.
Yeah,
Speaking of
man.
that, I gotta show you the thing I put on Instagram earlier.
I can't rap for shit.
I can't either. Well, I could like.
Really? Here, no.
Never
fuck me.
mind.
You won't even play me your rap, bro.
No.
You got shit made, and I've seen your lyrical.
I can rap. I just suck at it. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, but so that doesn't mean you shouldn't. You gotta spread your wings.
I can rap really fast.
You're a
That's
peacock,
fun.
and you're not letting yourself fly. Like that? Sound like an auctioneer.
It's racist.
That's racist.
That's racist. I have auctioneer friends.
I know some auctioneers. I really do. Actually, fun fact, you won't even believe me. I know
No way.
the best auctioneer in the country. The top-rated auctioneer. There's actually a contest.
In the
The
country?
guy wins a truck. Yeah, it's Isaac. You know him. It's Isaac. Well, you don't know him. You know who it is. I don't even know. I don't think I met the guy either.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no.
Okay,
I
shut
might be
up,
talking
shut
my ass,
up.
but it's Isaac's uncle.
Oh. I crashed my car after leaving his house one night.
Yeah,
Good
you
times.
did.
Good
You
times.
I remember you called me.
Yeah. Guess who didn't help after I called him?
There's reasons we can get into why I didn't help, but I don't think we should, fucker.
It's even because I took the rest of the beer that was there.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been driving is the first thing.
Well, duh.
So it's like I shouldn't be driving to come and get you.
Yeah, I don't do that shit no more. That's for sure. I don't even
That was
drink
after we played
anymore.
Edward
hardly.
Scissorhands, wasn't it? Or 40 Hands? No, Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
that.
Michael pissed his pants. Michael pissed his pants hard. He couldn't get him off. He was like, untape my shit, untape my hands, because he couldn't get a zipper because they're all taped up with the bottles. And he just pissed his pants.
Were you at the party though one night where like everybody just started fighting? It was out on some property outside of Monmouth.
That's when I got knocked out.
No. It not his
Same
place.
party.
No. It was a different place. Anyway, bunch of fights broke out, but the property owner, he like fucking shot his gun off in the air a bunch of times. So then everybody started scattering, you know. So everybody's taking off, and we're on a line driving out of the
Who
property.
was the owner?
Lining up, like leaving the place, and the gate in the front is like chained and locked shut. So the guy in front of me just drove over it and like flattened the gate, and then I just followed him and flattened the gate and left too.
Really?
Yeah.
Cockbag.
Right? It's a douche move, but I was
Yeah,
also
no,
like
I've done some
17,
douchey shit in my
18, driving drunk like an idiot.
You ever seen those things in Chicago? I think they're in Chicago, where you can go in and they let you pick like 10 items, and then you pick a weapon, and you just get to fucking smash shit.
I've never once seen that. Sounds like heaven though.
Yeah, man, they're like destruction rooms. Look that shit up.
No.
You literally go in, it's like pick your weapon.
I think I have
And it's
heard
like
of
they have a
that.
list. It's like an axe and a fucking bat, and then like a spoon in case you're like, I don't know, you're weird and you just want to like go and spoon some shit. I just want to see if you're listening to me, but no, you really did that. You pick weapons, then you get to pick like old appliances, like a TV, a teacup, 7 plates, a Michael Jackson record, and a lamp in the shape of Macaulay Culkin. Like, it doesn't. I don't know what the things are.
Why
you
did
know,
you just put
like
that
just
Macaulay-
randomly came out? Like, I don't know why those are.
No, Michael Jackson and Macaulay Culkin, they have a
I like
connection.
Macaulay Culkin though. Yeah, right. But so you go in, they give you like 10 minutes, and you just swing your weapon and destroy shit. Like, doesn't that feel? That to me sounds like it's probably better for you than therapy. Like, I'm not a doctor, and I'm basing this off of literally no research or even thought before the words just came out of my mouth, really. But right? Don't you think that's probably better for you than therapy? Like, just give a guy a
Breaking
hammer,
stuff, yeah.
give a guy a sledgehammer, and you be like, yo, bro, just go break some shit. You'll feel better about whatever you're feeling bad about. And then, like, come back and be like, hey, you feel better? Let everything out in that swing.
I tell you, after a long, stressful day, instead of sitting down and talking, you know what I'd love to do? Pay
Jerk
someone
off.
$10. Jacking off a Durkins. whole box of Viagra isn't working. That's an Eminem line. Go figure. What was I saying now? You've always got me on that, dude. I try to say something, then you'll say something, then I completely forgot what I was going with, and then it's gone forever.
Blame me for your lack of memory skills.
I will blame you,
You know what this
for
seems like?
absolutely
Seems like-
everything.
I got nothing clever to say.
Exactly.
Seems like you stumped me.
Second ad read of the show, goodnotestore.com.
Yeah, no, check it out for real. We got dick socks.
We,
There's a fucking
we do not have dicks.
there's a tie-dye I want to copy.
I've been trying to get him to sell
Ah.
tie-dye cock socks. It's just a sock for your cock.
And to think this is the guy I was like, yeah, I'm going to choose him for marketing.
Check out Good Note Store cock socks.
Don't.
I'm telling
That's
you,
not
we're
a
gonna,
site.
Hey, I'm gonna speak it in existence.
Leather
Demand for cock socks just shot through
Then
the
I'm
fucking roof, baby. You can try it. If it doesn't fit, well, there's no return policy
No
because your
refunds.
dick was in it.
We'll throw that on badnotestore.com.
Yeah, Bad Note Store is gonna be our branch off store coming soon.
No, it's not.
We're gonna make a
It's
few
not coming
fun
soon.
shits.
That's not
We're
going to
gonna
happen.
send them out there for you. We got cock socks.
Only available at Bad
We got cooch curtains. We got.
You're making them all by hand.
I'll hand make every dick sock, custom order.
And then you're
hand
finding
print.
models and you're taking pictures.
I'll hand sign one, signed by the dick sock maestro himself.
Trademark pending.
Just wait till everyone in the world's wearing a cock sock all the time.
50%
I'm
of
always
this
wearing
podcast, we've been
assless
talking about
chaps.
dicks.
And the problem with right.
I'm not happy with
That's
this.
why we have to keep going until we get some substance in here. Yeah,
So,
both
she
of our
definitely-
moms are named Vicky.
If Ty became Elvis, you guys would be like Harmony. Except for the names, I guess.
Nah, my dad's more like Pelvis.
Dude, he's always underwear and a t-shirt, right? And the other day,
Underwear and a t-shirt all the time.
The other day he walks up in shirtless and pants.
Yeah, it was so
is
weird.
Is it opposite day? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, Nate just looks at me and goes, "What is it? Opposite day tie?"
No, he's awesome. I love Ty.
When's the last time you saw your old man?
Last time I talked to him, it was like 2 sentences. When I was like maybe 16, 17, but like been around him and hung out, and actually when he was a dad was like 8 years old.
Yeah, fuck that. When you talked to him when you were 16, was he dressed as Elvis or like a normal person? Because that totally changed the dynamic of that conversation.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I'm just a hunka piece of shit, huh?
I'm a hunka piece of shit, huh? All right.
No, I ran into him at the grocery store when I was picking up bread
That's
for
hilarious.
my old job. I had to go pick up the bread at the grocery store, like fucking 3 boxes full of like 100 loaves for one night.
What were
And
you
then-
doing?
For IV.
Oh, I thought you were doing your personal shopping. I was like, bro, you have a problem. I missed that detail in the beginning.
No. And he walked
He
in.
was there?
Kind of passed each other.
This is in Monmouth then?
Said a couple words to each other, and then that was it.
Where's he live?
I don't know, maybe Iowa or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm saying my kid's gonna
It's
do this
100% in your hands. Your destiny is completely
shit. Yeah,
in
but
your
not
hands.
your kid's attitude.
That's in your hands too. You
No.
shape them from a baby,
No.
from a little bitty
You
baby.
think it's totally nurture, not nature?
Yeah.
So you think your personality is totally the doing of your? Because I think your environment shapes a lot of how you turn out for sure. Like that's undeniable. That's and so many people forget
Your-
that when they're talking about people.
Your
But you are a
environment,
part of.
your friends, your
It's
environment, your
50-50
friends,
though.
your family. Your environment, your friends, and family is 50-50-50.
So some people would never be as social as me no matter what their environment was. That's nature. So I will never be as into whatever, or as good at you filled in the fucking blank.
This isn't fucking Family Feud.
Some little kids at 3 years old are like up and dancing and trying to entertain their family, and then some little kids at 3 years old just want to like sit in the corner and like look at pictures in a magazine or try to read. It's like some of your personality is definitely like from your genetics and like who you are born as, and then some of it is definitely like dependent on the influences that you grew up around, your friends, your family, your TV you watch, your music. But your friends, especially me and Nate talked about this today.
Fair.
But I saw this study.
Outside has a lot of influence on it. Music and shit. That has a lot of influence.
Everything you do has an accumulation. Every single thing you do changes you in a little bit, even if it's so small. It's like throwing in. I mean, it feels like throwing in like pebbles into a river. You know what I mean? But like, eventually you could change the course of that fucking river.
To me, like the nature versus nurture. Like, think of a coloring book. Nature is the lines, right? And then the nurture is like what color.
That's a
color.
perfect analogy.
Right? It can be whatever you want, but it's still just that. It's still a picture of a bear.
But it's not all. It's not. I think it's almost like though you have the ability to fill in some of the landscape too.
You can color outside the lines,
Yeah.
I can never color inside the lines.
Some of the
I had
shape
no
of the
choice.
picture's already there. That's a perfect analogy. But me and Nate were talking about this weird thing today. It's like, I saw this thing. I was reading this thing. It's like, they think, or at least some people think, that it's like your lessons that you learn as a child after like 7 years old are mostly defined by your friends, not your parents. So like most of the lessons
What
you
age
learn
did you say?
at
Sorry
like
to cut you
7
off.
is what I think the study said.
Seems young.
But like at that point, you've already started to form social connections at school and stuff. It's like, or maybe it was 12.
I was about to say 7 seems pretty young, but I mean,
Now that I'm thinking
You
about it, it
never
might have
know.
been 12. But I don't know. You might just be making a question. I don't know the exact age, but it's pretty young. Like
What do you
regardless of the
think?
age, like
Yeah,
don't quote me
okay,
on the
yeah.
age, but it's pretty young in your adolescence that like you quit learning from your parents. And like you imagine that. Like when did you stop being like you quit caring as much what your parents said? You know what I mean? Like you did things. It's like, oh, your friend.
I think I
this
kind
is
of
cool.
became a dick early too
That's what I'm
because
saying.
Dad wasn't there. But
I think
like, I was such a shithead when I was a kid.
But there's lots of shitheads whose dads
For
are
so
there.
long.
I'm saying when they're
And
young too.
Of course, you get older and you realize like, this, it's like a single mother. It's like the greatest person on earth to fucking put up
That's
with
hard.
me. You know what I mean?
Single parent in general.
Yeah.
Mother or father. It's like, that's just a hard fucking job. I don't know. You gain so much appreciation for your parents, like, after you get older. You know what I mean? And you understand all the ways
Absolutely.
that they were
Well,
right.
it's because you learn how the world works.
Yeah.
You learn how hard it actually would be to do what they do, like, no matter the circumstance they were in, you know what I mean? It's hard to be an adult.
Your
Yeah.
view of the world changes too, but I also think it also goes back and forth because it's like me and my dad when we argue. He always like brings up like for him experience tops everything. Like so there's
it is
like
very
and it's
important.
huge, but like you can learn from everyone. You know what I mean? Like even people
Yeah.
are younger than you because no matter like my point I always make to my dad is like even if you've experienced every single thing I've ever done, Dad, then like we still had a different experience of those experiences. So like I could have a viewpoint. That's not to say like that's not to devalue your viewpoint or to say that you don't know some things, you know, or you don't know what you're saying. But it's like even if we experience the same thing, it's like if we watch the same movie, we get a different message. You know what I mean? So it's like even if you've done every single thing I've done, you can still learn something from me because even if we've had the same experiences, we had a different experience of the same experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can learn something.
And so it's like
from
my
anybody.
dad. My dad has this viewpoint. It's like experience is all that matters. But it's like I think you can learn, and I do think experience is huge. Like I was a fucking dipshit even 2 years ago. You know?
Yeah.
But I think you can learn. Like you can learn
I said
stuff
yeah,
from
like
little
I agreed
kids.
with you. Like I was saying, like I was
Like,
also
yeah, you're a
dipshit.
dipshit, Dan.
Like,
You're a
yeah,
dipshit
yeah,
now.
That's not what I meant. Like I was too.
But you ever like hung out with a little kid and like little kid will be like babbling about some dumb shit, but then he'll say something or she'll say something that is so on point with humanity that's just like this innocent way of looking at stuff. You know what I mean? About like why don't people share? Like why couldn't everybody? You know, it's like some basic
Yeah.
like little kid thing. It's like oh. That's how people should be, you know what I mean? Like little kids have this, like you can learn something from a little ass kid too, and they don't know how to wipe their ass, you know what I mean? But they can still point out something about humanity that is still worth listening to.
I learned something from a homeless guy once in Chicago. He stole my lighter. So I learned not to give my lighter to homeless people.
I stole your
in
lighter
Chicago
last week.
anymore. Yeah, quit stealing my fucking lighters.
Yeah. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you putting this on YouTube?
The first one's gonna go. I gotta upload it still. It took 3 hours to render it today.
What do you mean render it?
You don't know anything about what I'm doing down here.
Nah, you don't communicate well. I even come over and ask, and you're like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Don't ask me shit.
That's
about
what you
shit.
get out of all the things I explained to you?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I try to explain it to you.
Explain me rendering. You gotta turn it into MP3?
No, rendering is you get all these files into an editing program. I use Sony Vegas Pro.
Shine shoes.
Once you get them all on there on the track and you have it all edited the way... See, this is what happens.
I'm
And then a week
listening to
from
you.
now, you're going to go, all you said was...
It's like the unhelpful co-host.
So,
No, I'm good.
completely done with that topic.
No, I got you. Turn into Sony Vegas 3. I was listening. I just
Sony
made-
Vegas 3?
Whatever.
About slicing, rendering, marinating.
Yeah, I heard rendering meat.
Rendering is
It's Sony Vegas 3.
rendering is when you
Sony Vegas 6. Sony Vegas 6?
Sony Vegas 14. is
Was the
what I
number
used.
really necessary? Like, you had to make fun of me
I
because I
didn't
said 3?
even say the number.
Yes,
Because it
noob.
wasn't necessary. I just said I use Sony Vegas Pro. That's what I said.
Yeah, well, Pro has 3 letters. So, boom on your face.
Get out. Get out right now. You're fired. I got a headache. What was? Oh,
Too much awesome in the room.
Reeks of awesomeness in here. Am I
I
right?
smell the douche. Reeks of douche. Oh, there's a permeating stench of douche, and it's stinging the nostrils.
Smells like pure gasoline. Said, ask me any question, anything, ever, of anything.
If you could go
That
anywhere in the
doesn't have to do
world,
with dicks.
if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? No, fuck that question.
I was gonna say Japan. Right now, Japan, just for
Why'd
a little bit.
Okay, we'll finish that. Why Japan?
The wrestling culture.
Okay, well that's why no one asks you where they should go for vacation. Japan's crazy though, man. I want to go to Japan.
My uncle's been there.
I want to go to Japan too.
like
I'll
2
go
or
with
3
you.
times for his job.
I bet they have some badass wrestling.
Any other questions?
What do you think happens when you die?
Nothing.
Bullshit.
That's it.
Why? That's
lights out.
depressing, man.
Lights out.
Lights out.
That's it.
Lights out.
I mean, what do you think? Come on.
I think you reincarnate, man.
I don't.
Not just
But
a
and you
human.
don't remember any of it. That's how it goes.
No, why would you remember any of it? That'd be bullshit.
That'd be pretty trippy.
Ask me a question.
Crazy.
If you had to bang one of the Jonas Brothers. I don't even know their
No,
names.
me either. I know one because he plays
Nick.
in Jumanji.
The only one that knows Nick.
Is that the one?
Joe,
in
there's a
Jumanji?
Joe.
And Beatrice.
It's like you morph shit to fit your values no matter what.
Yeah, it's like no matter what you hear, it's like you either make it fit what you believe, so they'll like change what they're hearing and they'll have that cognitive dissonance type thing, you know, where they like justify certain things and overlook certain things to make it fit their belief system, you know what I mean? Or they will, because it challenges their belief and they know that they can't even do that, they'll just fight completely against it, you know what I mean? So rather than even accept anything that could be said might be true, they'll just be like, fuck that, you know what I mean, to everything, because it's like, well, then they become this like team versus team thing. It's like anything coming from them is bullshit, because what they heard a lot of times, I think, actually challenged that person's viewpoint. It broke their way of thinking about things for a second, you know what I mean? And they're like,
And when you challenge someone,
like
they
scares
go in
them.
defense mode.
having your reality challenged is scary.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because like me and Nate were talking about, so a lot of these
That's
things.
why social media is so scary, because it like exposed everyone.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Well, not
Not in like a bad way. I mean,
Yeah,
that's kind of the word
exposed.
for it, though.
I don't think exposed is so much the issue. Even it's like people are competitive, and it becomes like this. You have to create a fake reality. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. People are worried about being exposed at the same time that it's like they are hoping to be exposed in like a fake light. You know what I mean? Like they want to make a life online that's not their real life. You know what
Absolutely,
I mean?
you see it all the time.
So they want exposure, but they don't want exposure for who they are. They want exposure for what people think will be cool.
Yeah, and that sucks, because it's so good to be you know?
Yeah, you need to be
Like
you, and you need to be
yourself.
comfortable with other people being
It's so
themselves.
good to be yourself.
And you need to be comfortable with other ideas.
It's like every year at Halloween. What's my costume? You remember? You're drunk every year at Halloween.
As you should be. What is your costume every year?
I go as myself, because no one can do it better.
Oh my god.
I remember you were Johnny Bravo this year.
Huh?
You were Johnny Bravo this
Yeah,
year.
no, I like the quote, but come on, it's Halloween, dress up. It's fun.
I do.
No, you don't. It's fun to dress up. Dressing up is so much fun. Being goofy, putting on a goofy-ass costume, looking like an idiot is so much fun. I don't know why people don't like that.
I do that already. I look
But
like
just
an
'cause
idiot on
if
a
you look like an
daily
idiot
occasion.
all the time, then why don't you just dress up as a different idiot on Halloween day?
That's my day to be me. Stop.
I don't know what to do with my hands. What do you want your wife to be like?
Non-existent.
Dead? You want to murder her?
Made of plastic.
No, just like, I don't know.
You think you get married?
It'd have to be some pretty crazy. It'd be a pretty crazy special human.
Yeah, I don't know. Crazy special? I just don't think the system works.
It's a weird world out there nowadays.
I don't know. I think it's hard. But I think it's supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be easy. I think that's where a lot of people fuck up. Is they expect it's like, oh, some of these people give up. Like, you can't have a long-lasting relationship and not go through some valleys. You know, not go through some lows. Have some serious disagreements, and at points, fight. Like, also, I think fighting is healthy. Not like you should, like, all right, me and my girl, we're squaring up every Thursday. We just put on the gloves. We step it. You know what I mean? But, like, you should go back and forth. You should have banter.
If you finish the conversation still pissed off and not getting each other.
No, you shouldn't finish it. You shouldn't finish it pissed off.
If you end the argument like with an agreement of what each other is saying, then go about it like that. You know.
Yeah, you should be comfortable with each other with enough and open to hearing each other enough that you're able to call each other out on each other's bullshit.
What am I doing?
Huh?
I'm in no spot to give relationship
No, I'm not either. I've
advice.
never been in a healthy relationship.
Yeah, like everything I've had going is just.
I've had relationships,
hectic.
not even very many. It's weird. I know, it's crazy. You look at me, right? You look at me, and I'm just such a handsome guy. No, but honestly, I'm not. I don't date a lot. I'm not very good at relationships, and everyone I've had has not been very. They've been dysfunctional. Not all of them. Some of them were good. Yeah. I fucked up. They're pretty much all of them ended because of me.
I feel the same.
Because I was a shitbag. Like,
I feel the same.
Not a shitbag. I don't cheat.
I don't either.
But I'm not necessarily good. I have commitment issues for sure.
But I do want a baby.
Not now.
Yeah.
Fuck that, you're nuts, bro. It's like I would not. And would you? I would date a
Instagram
girl with a
likes
baby.
would
I would
shoot through the
definitely
roof.
date a girl with a kid.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't have a baby just for Instagram likes.
You say that? You're terrible.
Yeah, I said it while you were talking, so no one probably caught it.
I would. Would you date a girl that had a kid? Yeah, I know you would.
I have a few times.
Exactly. Would you date a girl with a kid, Nate? Yeah. I would. I think if the kid was cute. No, I'm fucking with you.
Right now, I would say no because I don't got time for a kid right now.
That's what I'm saying. So I
want one. I don't have time for it right now.
I don't think it's good for me to get close to your kid if I don't have the intention of being around for a long time. Like, if I was just gonna hook up with you and like just we're gonna be fun, like I don't think I should meet your kid.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm not gonna be around for a long time, I don't think I should meet your kid and be close.
That's what I said. Like, if the intentions is to stick around, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, you still have to meet someone.
Plus, I like
feel
kids,
around
man.
First.
Then I'll end up staying for the kid.
And the thing is,
because I like that little cute little fucker, and it's like I like you more than your mom. You know?
I just want my own kid. Someone else's kid. Not as fun as your own kid. You know what I mean?
Well, sometimes it's better because it's like if they fuck up, then you can just be like, not mine.
Accountability.
The stepdaddy, like, yeah, I don't got that's not my liability, man. Not my genes. You know?
As soon as
if it had half of me, it'd be way better than that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You start screaming and you step away. Whose kid is this?
That ain't my kid. Well, I found a bat in my basement the other day.
Whoa. What's the bat story? Tell me.
Oh, I just found one. I mean, there's not much story.
Are you a
He's
vampire
above my bed.
now?
No, actually, there is a story. So I was having mouse problems earlier this winter because it was cold as fuck. You know that. But so I'm going to bed the other night, and I'm staying in my parents' basement because I'm a loser. And so I'm asleep in the bed, and all of a sudden I start hearing this clicking in the rafter, like up. And so I look up, and I think it's a mouse. So I come up on my bed, I turn the fucking light on, I get my phone out, I shine the light up, I'm like, holy shit, it's a mouse. Like, I just see this like little brown bump, I can see the little ears, I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. I'm like, there's no way he can get out. I'm ready. Like, this fucker doesn't stand a chance. I get up there, and I poke my head up, and I realize, like, oh shit, it's a bat. And he's asleep. He's just like, he like opens his eyes and looks at me, but he doesn't move. He's just like laying there. He's not hanging upside down like like you picture, but he's just like laying on the fucking board. So it's like, I can get him out of here, but it's like, I'm not going to grab him. He's going to give me rabies. So I went and grabbed a leather glove from work, and I went up there, and I shined the light on him, and I got all ready, and I fucking grabbed him and he started squealing and opening his mouth, man. And they have like full sets of molars, like all the way back in the thing. Like they have like a little dog mouth, man. I swear to God. Like turn around trying to bite me and grab it on the glove, and it's making this super high pitched like squealing, clicking, like trying to like their sonar shit, you know what I mean? But like aggressive, like trying to get me away. You can hear it on my phone, like the phone can't even handle that shit. And like he kept trying to like worm out with his weird ass like skin arms, so they have like flaps. So, like, you ever seen like a grandma arm? You know what I'm saying? But that's like that whole bat arm. It's just made of like that flappy skin, and then like a bone run through it. I thought I was gonna, but they're squirmy, man. And so it almost got out like twice. I had to like re-grab it, and then I let it go. It got out. And that's really the whole story. It's not that exciting.
And that's where we're gonna wrap up the second podcast ever.
It.
Rate us 5 stars on iTunes. Check us out on Spotify.
Hey, give us 5 stars.
If the runtime is the right time, because Spotify is my enemy right now.
Hey,
also check us out on Google Play. GoodNoteStore.com.
Peace out. Much
Insightful
love.
Hypocrites.
Ow. Eat your veggies.